Hey guys, welcome back to Journey Through the Darkside. I'm Daniel.
I'm Simon.
And we are joined once again by our special guest, Elijah Terrell.
And you guys just missed some gold.
And you know, I didn't really give a good introduction to this guy right here for our TPS. He
doesn't need one.
He doesn't need one, yeah. No, on TPS side of things, this guy was in Unspeakable Acts not just once, not just twice, but as 3 different characters. So we're glad to have you back on the show, man. Thanks for coming back. So let's get into it. Mr. Stats, with your mouthful of shrimp over there, what is the next pay-per-view we're looking at?
It wasn't from the Barbie.
Okay. As long as you clarify that.
Did you get it from Bubba and fucking Forrest?
I did. It's Bubba Gump
Shrimp.
King of the Ring 1997. King of the Ring, one of your favorites.
I'm a fan.
Or not, maybe not this year, but you know, one of your favorites.
Yeah, the top 3 pay-per-views, yeah.
Providence, Rhode Island, from the Providence Civic Center, June 8th, 1997. Attendance figures.
Fuck you. I feel like you're sticking me in there. Let's go. Well, it's one of the big 5.
all the time.
I know, every time I never get this.
Because you don't know how to judge.
I can't judge for shit. 10,000. Fuck me. I'm low. I lowballed it. What you got?
11,305. I don't know.
9,312.
God damn,
man.
Well, he's
For a King of the Ring.
Yeah.
That's still.
Okay. Business is down.
Business is down. Still down.
What was this like a?
Well, Revenge and Taker boosted it for a little bit, but I guess Cold Day in Hell just couldn't quite save it. So.
Hey, I think these recent pay-per-views have got them beat for the lowest, like 0. I mean.
So the match we're going to be looking at is the main event.
It's the main, yeah.
It's the world title match. It's Faarooq with the Nation of Domination in his corner, going up against the Undertaker with Paul Bearer in his corner.
He's got that secret though.
So there is quite a bit to unpack in this build-up, actually. So the night after Cold Day in Hell, the Undertaker has an exhibition match on Raw's War with Savio Vega, and so he has a match. But during the match, fellow Nation member and leader Faarooq jumps in and attacks him and beats him down. So on the next Shotgun Saturday Night, you guys remember that show?
I do.
Classic.
Great commentary team.
Who was coming?
Jim Cornette.
And
that's all I remember.
I don't even remember that.
That's all that matters.
All that matters?
Yep.
Anyways, they had a big 6-man tag match, and it was the Nation of Domination, Crush, Savio, and Faarooq going up against Taker, Vader, and Mankind. Now you may be asking yourself, why is he teaming up with his mortal enemies? Well, as Elijah alluded to earlier, there's a secret. We don't know what it is yet, but there's a secret, and Paul Bearer is just dangling that shit.
Oh, yes!
And whatever it is, clearly, it's so bad that Taker is willing to team up with Mankind. Like, fuck Vader, but team up with Mankind and have Paul Bearer as his manager.
This is like red-haired Paul Bearer, too.
Exactly. We're getting to that. Yeah, we're getting that Paul Bearer right now.
No facial hair.
So he's got the...
Red is the...
And he's also got his... Yeah, I was saying, it fits. He went from the black to now it's
a
red.
What is? I don't know.
It's a little heron, a little red heron, if you will.
I mean, whatever the secret is, I'm sure it's just some bullshit.
You know.
It ain't gonna go anywhere.
He's now sporting a scar on his face, and he's got the bandage over. The awesome fireball that wasn't even botched up. Like, it happened legit. Like, that's, you go back and check that one out. So anyways, here we are. Now, the one thing that we're kind of really hyping up on this one is Faarooq could possibly be the first ever African-American WWF champion. And which he's already the first African-American WCW champion, but of course we don't acknowledge that because it's WCW. But
it didn't happen.
They are making a big deal about that with this match. But really, the match is secondary to the secret. Like, that is what is on everybody's mind.
Yeah.
So let's get into the match itself.
Basically, Undertaker better do what Paul Bearer says.
Exactly, or else reveal it.
This is a flashback. This is Mean Mark and Ron Simmons.
This is Mean Mark and Ron Simmons. Absolutely, that's the match we're looking at here.
The same people.
We did a Mean Mark and Ron Simmons match, didn't we? Well, no, they came down.
Doom
intimidated.
Yeah, that was it.
And it didn't do shit.
Didn't do nothing. And it was a street fight. Could have.
But Ron Simmons is like stewing, and he goes, "I'm doing something down."
Yeah. Damn. And he wants to face the masked skyscraper. Oh shit, no, the other guy. The other. Okay, so anyways, So
go back and watch your episodes.
we go in this thing and we right off the bat. I'll tell you the coolest highlight from this match, because I'm not gonna lie. Once again, much like last week, there's not really a whole lot of highlights. But one thing I love was there's a scene or a moment where he goes to the top rope, and he's going to do a diving clothesline on the Faarooq. Yeah, he's going to go high school in this one. He's going to go for a diving clothesline, but then he stops and just does a suicide backdrop into the Nation on the outside.
Undertaker doing some lucha shit.
Flattens him, and I was like, oh, I did not expect it. I popped. I was in my chair going, oh shit, oh fuck.
Exactly the same reaction.
Yeah,
like, what
it was.
the fuck?
And then, I didn't do this, but I should have just started my own, like, holy shit. Chant in my living room. Angel will be like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, don't worry about it. Woo! Taker. So, but anyway. Yeah. Fight forever.
Maybe not these two.
Well, yeah. We'll put a cap on these guys. But anyways, we should mention that the Nation that's outside, it's Crush and Savio Vega, and then you got Clarence Mason, and you got the Nameless guys. Now, I've been watching all these pay-per-views,
One of them has
and these guys, they filter in and out, but there's been one guy who's been a constant the entire time. That's right. Talking about the real deal, D'Lo Brown. So anyways, he's and he gets himself quite involved in this one.
Free chest protector.
Yes. I can't wait for chest protector deal though. Anyways, so guys, before I get to the end,
I forgot just how multicultural the Nation used to be.
Yes, and I think people always forget about that because and even before this, they had PG-13 in there as well.
Yeah. Well, what's funny is that like they're still promoting it kind of as this Black Power thing because, and I got nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying like. Because they got the guys out in their bow ties, and if you look at like some, what was it like
Black Panthers and stuff like that?
Domination and stuff.
They all have the suit. Yeah, they're definitely going for that look.
But you got Faarooq, a black guy. You got Crush, white biker. Yeah. Savio Vega, Latino.
Yep.
Which, and I don't mean any spoilers by this, which we'll see that they all will break off into their own things.
We'll get into that after this match. Actually, yeah. So,
but in all honesty, I never realized that they had that, like, because I know they had Owen later.
Yeah. But at that point, it was already kind of like, it was running its course, we're getting to the end of the Nation at that point anyway, so.
What am I, a road sign?
Jason Sensation.
So, anyways, any highlights from the match, guys, before we get to the actual end of this thing? I'll be honest with you.
Flight off the top rope.
That was really, that's it. Anything you can think of in this match?
Not really. I mean, I guess because I'm not really used to Faarooq, watching him have any big, because like you said, WCW I'm sure earlier matches he was like the man, but like WWF Faarooq, it's like he didn't do a lot, and it's like seeing him in a main event, like it really was like, what the fuck?
It is a little different. I feel like even watching everything, like, because I've gone back. I used to be just strictly WWF, and for the most part, but when the network, I've been going back and watching them, and so I've watched all the WCW shit leading up to this point, and honestly, Faarooq is a badass main eventer, Ron Simmons is, and then once he comes to WWF, it's like the tools are there, but it's like they never quite let him climb that level, and
if they let him keep the helmet.
So anyways, once he gets to this point though, I don't know, it's like you never thought for a second he was actually going to win this match. You never thought for a second, he was, I don't know. Like you said, it just looked weird having him in the main event.
Like backstage wise, like probably like you deserve this.
Oh no, absolutely.
Character wise,
not taking nothing away from him either, but it just seemed like they didn't do enough to build him to make him seem like a credible threat here.
All right, so I feel like what he said, it was more or less a blow off match leading up to this secret
And I feel like unfortunately this seems out of sequence because it feels like you really should have had the Faarooq Taker match at Cold Day in Hell, which I guess you would call it that.
Say that. It sucks because that's such a big pay-per-view.
And it seems like they kind of blew their wad on this dumb fucking thing. So we'll get to the end right now. So basically the story we're telling throughout this match, though, it's a standard one-on-one, but every time Taker would get a little bit of offense, the Nation would gang up on him. And of course, there's so many Nation members. The referee's distracted over here. There's 2 or 3 of them ganging up on him here.
Even Paul Bearer was kind of against Taker.
He was okay with it. Like,
he was hoping
as he's getting his ass kicked, he's just kind of like, yes.
Well, he wanted Taker to lose.
No, because I thought that, but Jim Ross clearly says, "Oh, Paul Bearer don't want Undertaker to lose this match because that's more money.
That's true.
More money for
Makes
him."
sense.
Yeah, but like the thing is that Undertaker better win this match or I'm releasing the secret.
Oh, is that? I didn't know that part. Okay.
That's what they said.
So,
like Undertaker better do what he wants. So like he wanted him to keep the title, but it was more or less about. I mean, that might have been part of it too. Like more money, but like.
So
it was, win the match, do what I'd say, win
or
this
else
match.
I'm spoiling it for you.
But I feel like he also wanted him to lose because it's like now I can
tell the secret.
Which really
And
doesn't
if you, I don't know. I watched it for once. I actually watched like the pre-match promo.
Video package shit?
And well, the video.
Oh, the
package,
interview.
and,
Got you.
You know, Doc Hendricks is, and he puts the mic up to Taker, and then Taker says 2 words, and Paul Bearer
that's
takes
mine.
it away.
Yep.
You never do.
Yep. So, Faarooq has the match kind of well in hand, and then like out of nowhere, Crush and Savio are just fighting on the outside. Like they're arguing, they're shoving, and I really I went back and even rewatched it. I don't know why they started doing it. It just
Faarooq's like, what the hell?
They just kind of cut to it.
Yeah, and it's just like, really? So anyways, Faarooq's, straighten up, quit, messing around.
But they did mention a couple of times that there has been some dissension in the ranks or whatever.
In fact, the previous pay-per-view, Savio took on Rocky Maivia for the Intercontinental title.
Who?
Oh God. And anyways, Crush attacks The Rock, but then it calls a count out, and that pissed Savio out because he couldn't win the title. So he was pissed. So there was dissension, but there was none in this match until this moment, and it came out of nowhere.
It was random.
And so
I think it was like cheap distraction.
Yeah.
The only thing.
Oh yeah, no, that's what it was. And so whenever Faarooq turns back around, he eats a chokeslam and a tombstone. 1, 2, 3, Taker wins. So after the match, the Nation, run in there. And when I say the Nation, I just mean the main 3. The other ones stay outside. Each of them take a chokeslam. And then Paul Bearer's in there. He's just like, "You're gonna chokeslam him again." Taker's like, "I don't want to. I'm a good guy. I just want to walk out." He's like, "No, you'll do what I say, or else Kane." And he's like, "Oh shit!" So then he he picks up Faarooq, does another chokeslam. Now I'm not gonna lie, these 2 chokeslams look pretty piss poor. And I don't know if it was Taker. Or if it's
the match, they're tired.
I get it.
They're
both big guys, so it's like, I get it, but at the same time, it's like, this was some weak-ass Buster shit. Like, it was just like, what the fuck? Weak choke slam, but then he's like, one more time. Does a second one. And then Ahmed Johnson runs out there. And I forgot, we mentioned this before when we brought him up. I honestly forgot how popular Ahmed Johnson was, though. Like, there was a time when he was white hot. And unfortunately, because of injuries, it kind of always plagued his climb. And don't get me wrong, he wasn't the best wrestler, but that's never stopped people before. So it's like,
hell of a promo, though.
Yeah. So anyways, Ahmed comes out, and
now what does Ahmed say?
He says he's a human being. What are you doing? What are you doing? You shouldn't be doing this. Paul Bearer, quit listening to this guy right here. And he said it clear as day like that. And so anyways, as he's doing
subtitles.
So as he's doing that.
Is that what he said?
He said that. And
you're sure about
that?
He can speak Amanese.
And so anyways, as he turns around, Taker goes to punch him. He ducks, Pearl River plunge. The funny thing about that is the crowd reaction, because even after Pearl River plunge, the crowd's like, yeah!
That's a huge
and
pop.
then it's like they realize, oh shit, he did that to Taker. Boo! And then the boos come like later, so it's just like, yes, move! Yeah! Whoa! Pearl! Oh wait, that was Taker. Fuck! Boo! And so he leaves, the Nation's already gone, and then of course Paul Bearer, he's trash talking, and then of course Taker gets up and kind of chases him back, and that's how we end the pay-per-view. Which you're ending. I know people talk about the main 4, but this was one of the main 5. I mean, love it or hate it, it was considered one of the bigger ones. And it's like you end your big pay-per-view with this.
What was?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, definitely not now.
Now it's like a Raw and SmackDown.
This is a network exclusive if you're lucky. So, anyways, they end the match like that. Now, there was some fallout here, and we're going to get to a little bit, and then we'll follow it up next month. So the next night on Raw, Faarooq comes out, and he's pissed. And so he decides, you know what, I'm going to fire the Nation. So he fires Crush, and he fires Savio Vega. And then he starts going through the nameless guy, and he's like, you're out of here, and you're out of here. And the whole time, Clarence Mason is just like, that's right, get out of here. Yeah, you're out of here. And then it's just him and D'Lo there. And Faarooq's like, and there's one more guy. And the whole time he's doing that, Mason's in D'Lo's face like, that's right, you're going to be gone. And he's like, Mason, you're out of here. And dude, the pop is insane. And literally the reaction from Clarence Mason is fucking priceless. So he's out. We are revealed that the nameless guy's name is D'Lo Brown. And we bring back a returning Kama Mustafa to join the Nation of Domination. So these are the new 3. And he does tell them that this is
fighting machine.
Yes, and at this point, Faarooq makes it known.
He had his run-in with Taker.
Oh, he definitely did.
chain.
We'll skip past that.
Yeah.
Anyways, but no, Faarooq lets it be known at this point because you alluded to earlier, how multicultural the group was.
Yeah.
He lets it be known. Nope, we're doing a black group now, and that's what it's going to be. So at that point, and I guess I should go ahead and just mention, like you alluded to earlier, Crush would go on to form the Disciples of Apocalypse, DOA, with Fake Taker and a couple bald guys, and then Savio Vega would get 3. I didn't know these guys were like, maybe are these 3 wrestlers he gets, are they like big deals south of the border, or are these?
The Lost Faarooq?
Yeah, I do. That's funny. I know Chains, A-Ball, and Skull. I could not tell you a fucking Boricua beyond Savio Vega. There's a Jose, I think.
Now you're just saying that?
Stop. There is a Jose. I am 98% sure there's a Jose in there.
I don't know anything.
So anyway, okay, so I always thought it's funny.
Sorry, Gorilla.
So it seems funny that like literally every one of these factions had people that you recognize and know. And then came the Lost Boricuas, it's like, I don't know any of these fuckers except for Savio. And they all just, at least like with the I'm gonna get in trouble on this one, but I don't mean it this way. Like with the Nation, they all looked differently. They had different outfits. With DOA, they all had different hairstyles. With the Lost Boricuas, they did look alike, and I don't mean it in any way other than that. I'm just saying their clothes were the same, except for Savio Vega, and he's the only one that looked different. The rest of them were just like, they were just jobbers is what it looked like to me. But either way, 2 different groups are now formed out of the Nation. They would continue to war, and it'd be the gang war storyline that would run, series. Yeah, up until the end of '97.
You're lucky. You're lucky.
Is there a Jose?
There's a Jose Estrada Jr., Jesus Castillo, Miguel Perez.
There you go. There you go. So
the most stereotypical.
That's the real names.
So, anyways, we're moving past it. So they had that war right there. So that night, Faarooq wants to make a point. He teamed up with Kama Mustafa to take on his 2 nemesis. He didn't need Ahmed's help last night. So to prove a point, he's going to fight Taker and Ahmed in a tag match. And Ahmed Johnson turns on Taker, heel turn, and he joins the Nation.
And what did he say?
He said, I will gladly join you gentlemen in this group. Thank you very much for the invite. And he shook their hand like a gentleman, and they walked out together.
He had his nose strip.
He had no strip. Of course, he had no strip.
So
what happened is
keep it clean.
What? So anyways, but as we go forward with this, it was a massive shock at the time. Because regardless of how telegraphed it seems now, and maybe it was then, but at this point I'm going into the 7th grade, it's around that age. I just remember honestly being blown away that Ahmed Johnson turned on Taker because he's a good guy. Like, why would you? And so it really was a shock. And it's going to lead to a big pay-per-view match between these 2 guys next month. And we'll talk about that next week. So you guys think, oh, we gotta do our rating.
We gotta review.
So
I
forgot about that. So I'll go first this week. I'm gonna give it a 2-star. It's not a bad match. It's just not a great match either. And I feel like, unfortunately, this is just unforgettable or forgettable for the most part. And the fact that it's a King of the Ring main event. And it's main event the show. Like, they didn't even have the King of the Ring finals on the end. They didn't have Austin HBK, which was a better match, even though it had a whack ending. But the world title closes. And unfortunately, this is one of those situations where you're just like, you probably could let the tag champions who fight each other do it. It was just, I don't know. I like the storyline, and that's why I'm thinking I'm giving it to 2, and it's a high 2, because it was a decent storyline to end the show. But the storyline going into it, weak sauce, I didn't care about it. I don't think really, I mean, Taker was just over, so it didn't matter what his storyline was. He was going to get cheered, and the crowd was going to be hot during his match anyways. Yeah. But you can tell the difference between this crowd and like any of the crowds for any of these other matches we've done during the title run. I mean, it's just like, it's night and day. I feel like, even though we have the hindsight of, this is clearly back in '97 and we're in 2020. Yes.
Hindsight 2020.
Hindsight 2020. We know who wins, but even then, you knew, like, there's no way Faarooq's winning this thing. I don't care. Even kids who are like, this is completely 100% real, they weren't even afraid. Right now, I feel like you can have 30 Nation members out there. Taker's walking out the champion, and it was just like that's it.
How many times has Taker had to be beat down by
exactly? Yeah, so it's
hordes of people.
The hordes of people are usually main eventers, not Savio Vega and Crush.
Kevin Nash, last one.
Yeah,
got his shot.
Got to get shots in there. And but anyways, so I'll give it two stars. Like I said, it's not a great match, but it's not bad either. And by a technical standpoint, it's a decent match. I mean, but it also feels like it could have main evented a Raw instead of King of the Ring. So
twice in a row now.
That's it. What do you say? What's your review? And give it 2 stars as well.
2. Because it was just kind of weak. I mean, like there was no build up. It was mainly the secret thing that they were, and it was basically just kind of a filler. Again, nothing against Faarooq, like great worker and everything. Like it's just WWF didn't use him, and it was basically just kind of a let's just throw this guy at Undertaker and short, sweet. Let's beat him, and it's like they didn't really do much. Like Faarooq, like his big thing was APA, of course. Just, but that's what it felt like. It was just let's throw him to Undertaker, whatever, short little, and we'll focus on later shit. Yeah. That's all we're gonna. It's kind of
him and Undertaker will patch things up later.
Sure, yeah, I'm sure they will.
But I mean, that's what it kind of seemed like. It was just a filler for Undertaker, for the bigger shit to come later. Well, like I said, no offense to Faarooq, like he probably did deserve that position because yes, probably a great.
Had they built him more,
WWF.
Yeah, they're booking.
They just wanted to keep him down and keep him. And again, they put him in the Nation of Domination. It's like kind of that situation where it's like, oh, black guy, let's make him bad. Let's put him in this extremist group, and it's like they just stereotyped.
Yeah.
Like, and it just like I feel like he probably.
And
they should have built him better.
And WWF had a history of that anyways, and we won't get into a whole thing about that, but you're right. I mean, it's clear that was kind of what they were doing.
But backstage, he probably deserved it, but it's like, in front of the camera, they're just like, fuck, we're not going to let him. But it probably could have been a better match, but it was a filler for later on stuff with Undertaker and this secret.
So... What you gonna give it star rating and what's your review?
1 star.
Give it 1 star.
Now I said maybe off camera. I may have said it at the
top of the show
a couple episodes ago. Like this block of matches that we're watching is one of my favorite we've ever watched. Yeah. Unfortunately, there's gonna be an Outcast match.
Yeah.
And this is the one. This is just. I'm gonna disagree a lot with the storyline because I just don't. The storyline in itself is okay. Mm-hmm. Now the secret. Storyline has to do with Undertaker. But I think a lot of this was more focused on the Nation and their dissension and their eventual splits. Mm. Didn't care about that, and I don't mean that in a bad way. Just
just didn't interest you.
The match wasn't great. The fly off top rope. I mean, we can all agree.
Yeah.
I mean that was a 10-star move. That was unexpected.
It's once in a lifetime.
Yeah, he had a couple finishers saved up for that one, and he wasted them right there, but it was worth it.
Yeah. So. But the match wasn't that great. It was a. How do I word it? It was a long squash match.
Wow. All right.
I mean, now Faarooq got his offense and everything. I mean, but like, as you said, going into this. And that, even without hindsight, going into this in 1997.
Yeah.
Faarooq's not winning.
Yeah. No one.
It was a weird Did you? If you explained it, I'm sorry because I was enjoying my shrimp. I do eat shrimp a lot on this show, so hopefully I can.
At least once a month, it seems like.
Can we get a shrimp sponsor?
Hook us up, guys. Make it happen. If anybody out there who watches the show knows some shrimp people.
I don't know if you guys like it, but I will take all of it.
I'm a fan. Okay. I'm a fan. So
I'm
probably more of a fan of the sauce. Can I get a cocktail sauce sponsor? Yes. Even better.
But 10 that watch the show, if you're
that's good on everything. Anyways,
you're being generous, actually. So anyway,
if you mention like what put Faarooq in this match to begin with, because it's like he was a middle card guy.
Yeah.
Boom.
That's it. Yeah.
You're in the championship match. Austin. At that time, it's arguable to use the term, but Austin at that time was a mid-card guy, but he won a match Well, but he won a match to be King of the Ring, or fuck me, #1 contender.
Yeah.
So he earned that shot. Faarooq, what did Faarooq do?
Honestly, not much during his time. I mean,
who did he beat?
He entered. Well, I did forget to mention that in the build-up when I said they had that 6-man tag match. The Nation does win their 6-man tag match against Taker, Vader, and Mankind. But does that really qualify him as a #1 contender? I wouldn't think so.
I guess because he's a big guy and they just...
Yeah.
And I'm going to go and say it exactly like Elijah did. You know, no offense to Faarooq and Ron Simmons, or not. It just wasn't right.
Wasn't the time.
It wasn't the time, you know. And it's 2020.
They didn't use him right.
It's 2020. It's 2020, 2020, 2020. They pushed the first African American champion narrative a little too much, I think. Mm-hmm. Couldn't it just, I don't know,
he's a
because I know that he went on to and love the Nation, fucking love the Nation, love Faarooq's Nation, love the Rock's Nation.
I prefer the Rock's Nation, but yes,
I know, absolutely,
yeah.
You know, I like that. You know, it was an awesome stable, and I like the
Gang Wars.
No, I just like that they were this black.
Yeah.
You know, there was nothing wrong with it, but it's right now they're. But in hindsight, like you said, Faarooq's kicking everybody out and says it's going to be a black. So I mean, maybe there was some. That's more of the. But like I said, I'm going all over. Because I'm trying to be delicate because I don't. You know, but
you don't want to offend the 3 people who's going to watch it?
Well, I mean, I don't want to offend anybody, and I don't mean any offense at all.
Oh, yeah, no. We know.
I'm a southern parts unknown kind of guy, so, I've obviously been raised around some bull crap. And, I may talk differently than some people.
Been raised around more of our...
our
fair share.
I just thought that was a little really? We're going to keep pushing this and pushing this and pushing this. I did like the comment... Oh, you're afraid of Paul Bear's blackmail. Mm-hmm. Well, you need to be afraid of this blackmail.
Yeah, that's a killer line. It really was. Man, Faarooq laid that on it.
Faarooq was more of a serious, he probably wouldn't have said anything like that.
So we got.
But anyways, it wasn't right. It wasn't right. It wasn't the right time for Faarooq to be in that position. I think that he could have easily been in that position.
Oh yeah.
But they fucked it up.
Yeah,
they put him in comedic type.
Yeah, it's just a 1-star match because it was kind of fucking just confusing.
APA ended up being
us reviewing an Undertaker show. You know, Undertaker was a very small part of this. It's almost like the last match.
Where it's the focus isn't even on him and the title. It's about all the shit going on around it. Yeah. I'll agree with that. That's fair. Even the secret seemed like it was kind of not as pushed as much as it was about this dissension with, and even in the end, it was more about Ahmed Johnson turning on him.
And that whole thing was confusing, because like Elijah said, Paul Bear wanted Undertaker to lose, but the commentators team and everybody else is pushing, no, he don't want Undertaker to lose. He wants Undertaker to win, and then I think they even said, if he doesn't win this match, then I'm going to release...
So it's a little bit convoluted for your taste right here.
But it was just,
So, fair enough.
Wires crossed, they weren't sure what...
And again, I would almost say that this is still a positive 1-star. I still enjoyed it and still had a great time with it, but if we're going to be serious and review it like that, I'm sorry, I can't go any higher than that.
Well, fair enough. So 2, 2, and 1. So we'll bring it down to a 1.5 right there. So 1.5 stars.
Like a 1.37?
It's a 1.67 actually.
Oh.
Yeah.
1.21 gigawatts.
There it is. So there we got right there.
Is it gigawatts or gigawatts?
Gigawatts. I think it's whatever. I think if it's Will Smith, he's getting jiggy with it, so gigawatts with them. So
how much memory do you have on your hard drive? Is it gigabytes or gigabytes?
It's both. I do both. It depends.
What the hell's a gigawatt?
I go both ways. So I think either way. So anyways.
Okay, this is a side road I didn't expect.
We were taking a complete left turn.
This is for a different video. Man.
So anyways, we're gonna be back next week with the Canadian Stampede.
Going to Canada.
So you guys got any closing words to say before we get out of here?
I just better put on my warm clothes because it snows up there 24/7.
It does snow up there quite a bit. You think so?
That's it, right?
All right, Daniel.
Simon.
Elijah.
We're out. Oh shit! Didn't always run. Sorry. Hi. Thank you for watching that video. Be sure to give us a thumbs up, share it, subscribe to our channel. All that good stuff you do right here on YouTube, go ahead and do it. Check out our other videos. Go to our playlist. We got episodes of TPS TV, Journey Through the Darkside. We got a new show coming out, the horror movie review with Daniel Richardson. This guy. And of course, our short film, Entropy. You can find all that and more right here on YouTube. And then check out, yeah, look at that. All of our social media right there. And we don't just, copy and paste like the same post and put it on all. No, that's ridiculous. 3 different platforms, 3 different posts. I mean, the behind the scenes stuff you see on Twitter will not be the same stuff you see on Instagram. So there you go, right there. So be sure to give us a follow and a like on all that right there. Keep up to date. Have you seen Unspeakable Acts yet? No? Come on. Pick you up the DVD right now. Links over there. Oh, yeah. It's only $7. $3 shipping and handling. And of course, if you've already seen it and you haven't seen the public domain dungeon yet, boom, $5 DVD right there. So 5 S&P as well. Or sorry, 3 S&P as well. So there you go. Do that. And if you got the spare change, you want to hit us up, donate a little bit over here to TPS Productions. Our Patreon is right there. Oh, yeah. So that's all we... Oh, my God. Sorry. I'm getting fired, ain't I? Yeah, that's all we got. Thank you for watching.